Hey, it's the village jester at the microphone. Listen up, no rules, no mercy, just the fresh old prairie roast.
Yo, what's good, legends? It's your boy Ricochette, back with another autopsy on the village of Tompkins Council. These minutes ain't dry bureaucracy, fam. They're a 5-month fever dream of weak management, procedural clownery, and decisions so limp they make a wet noodle look like leadership. I read every page. I highlighted the absurdity. And yeah, they still don't think straight. They prolong decay like it's their full-time job. Let's dissect these flakes. Strap in. January 13th. We'll just stay confused and call it community-led. They kick things off approving everything that moves. Foreman reports? Approved. CAO report? Approved. Then they opt for the community-led SK Recycles program so they can keep their current provider, AWS, until the province tells them what's up. Translation: we're not deciding anything, we're just delaying. Classic. They set salaries like it's 1997. CAO at $43,000. Foreman at $49,000. Public Works Manager at a hilarious $5,330.76. What, per month? Per year? Per existential crisis? Council remuneration stays pocket change. Mayor $90 per meeting. Councillors $50. Checks in December like a bad Santa. Then they accept titles to run down properties and tell previous owners, come get your stuff. Tax Service will write the letter. Generous. They also can't do crime prevention officers because not feasible right now. Shocker. Clown rating. Solid 8 out of 10. They're playing small ball while the village decays. February 10th. Server money? Sure. Real problems? Nah. New miscellaneous fees. SGI fire call rate bumped a bit. Cool. They buy a new server for $2,606 plus tax because Munisoft said so. Priorities. $100 donation to Steak and Lobster plus baskets for the tombola. Cute community vibes. But Wilderness Survival Guide donation? Not feasible. 2025 crime prevention police officers? Still not feasible. My dudes, you've been saying this for months. They authorize proceedings on another property, Roll 132, and lock in tax service for 3 years. Tax abatements and cancellations for village-owned rolls totaling over $15,000 in cancellations, plus school taxes. They're forgiving their own debts while jacking garbage fees later? Bold. Next meeting set for March 5th, but they actually met March 4th. Time is a construct, I guess. Clown rating, 8.5 out of 10. Budgeting like they run a lemonade stand. March 4th. Waterworks drafts and housing amalgamation dreams. They're still approving January waterworks reports in March. Time management is elite. Renew waterworks permit. Approve Steak and Lobster event with liquor, consistent with the donation game. Post for campground manager. Delegate from Housing Authority wants to amalgamate with Gull Lake. They listen politely. Financials approved. $35,000 in accounts paid. Next meeting, April 16th. Office closed for Family Day. Clown rating, 7 out of 10. Slow, steady, bureaucratic drift. April 16th. Peak procedural mayhem. 6 pages of this. This one's a masterpiece. They approve the agenda, minutes from March, staff reports, with cute details about checking library leaks and eyeing a used street sweeper from Piapot. Employee bonds acknowledged. Legion gets outdoor liquor area approved. EPT mill rates acknowledged. Tender for Lot 9 Block F. Transfer some CCBF funds. Acknowledge revenue sharing. Sign up for electronic bill payments. RBC only, if free. Approve Rink Board buying a lot for $750. Spend $200 per year at Canadian Tire for shelter belt trees because they cut down the dead ones last year. Master planners. Increase garbage fees at the transfer station. Ratepayers now $20 per load, non-ratepayers $40. Campground inspection incoming. Payment agreement for some guy's taxes. Review resumes, 3 of them. In-camera energy. Reject utility reduction for gun club because they don't pay taxes. Pass cemetery bylaw and building bylaw with sloppy numbering errors, calling the building bylaw cemetery multiple times. Elite proofreading. Gull Lake ambulance update. New rig coming in 2028. Village share approximately $11,000. Clown rating 9.5 over 10. The typos, the contradictions, the 6-page ramble. Chef's kiss of small town chaos. May 12th. Minutes of today's meeting adopted today. They adopt the minutes of the May 12th meeting on May 12th. Circular logic so pure it hurts. Approve April reports. Go in camera for HR. Quick 14 minutes. Accept a tender for the property. $100 sponsorship sign for golf course. Fix a culvert. Hire bylaw officer from Shaunavon as needed for summer. RCMP delegate. Pass the nuisance abatement bylaw. Finally. Financials. $47,000 payments. Mayor reports on ambulance staffing issues. Village cleanup day announced. Office closed for Victoria Day. Adjourn at 7:20. Clown rating 9 out of 10. The self-referential minutes are poetry. The big picture roast. Why this prolongs decay. Pattern of avoidance. Not feasible is their favorite motion. Crime prevention? No. Tough donations? No. Real enforcement? Hire a bylaw officer part-time from another town. Tiny ball energy. $200 on trees. $100 signs. $50 baskets. Meanwhile, properties in arrears pile up. Infrastructure limps along. And they're still tendering lots they let rot. Sloppy execution. Wrong dates. Wrong bylaw numbers. Adopting today's minutes today. Salary figures that look like typos. Motion numbering glitches. This is not rigorous governance. Conflict cosplay. Churchill duo declares conflict. Leaves, comes back. Procedural theater while real issues fester. Priorities. Servers, steak dinners, shelter belt trees, conventions. But proactive decay prevention? Not feasible. Tompkins deserves better than this endless cycle of rubber stamping, delay, and performative small gestures. These minutes read like a group of nice people who are completely out of their depth, prolonging the slow fade instead of fighting for prosperity. Ricochette.fm. Verdict. The village isn't dying from bad luck. It's dying from weak, risk-averse, typo-riddled management that kicks every can down the road. Ricochette.fm. Truth over comfort, always.